Just like humans, guide dogs can have an off day or a day where they don't want to work. This is one of Sienna's. She has walked incredibly slowly and is walking, and you'll see how slow my feet are going. She stopped here, telling me she wants to go busy. However, she'd actually been to the bathroom about 2 minutes ago, and she'd been big busy, which is number 2, not long before that either, so she shouldn't need to go at all, and she usually doesn't. We're actually not very far from home. So I pulled her back when she started eating grass and investigating rather than actually going to the toilet. We've put her harness back on here, and you'll see me in a moment give her the hand signal to go forward. So she walks on about 3 steps and then stops again, and I give her the hand signal and tell her to go forward. She goes incredibly slowly and keeps looking out into the road, and I'm not sure why she's looking out into the road. So one of my tricks is usually to just stop and do some obedience, and then she usually goes perfectly after that, and you can see her wagging her tail in anticipation of a treat. So I told her to get down. She didn't do it properly, so I told her to get down again and then up and sit and gave her a treat. And practicing obedience is something that you need to do with your guide dog quite a bit. I find that it's a good kind of stabilizer in getting her back into working. One thing that I thought was quite strange is that each time she stopped, she would look out into the road as if there was something there, and I actually didn't think there was. I couldn't hear anything, couldn't see anything in the bit that I can see out of. Walked on, did another 3 steps, stopped again. So then I thought, what if she's got an upset stomach, and gave her another option at going to the bathroom. Because this behaviour is most unusual, she'll usually keep on going if asked. So the next thing you'll see me do is give her some direction through her lead. So I'll take it into my other hand and just give her a gentle forward motion, and you'll see that she actually speeds up. So the next place she stops is by her favourite tree, and I do know that this is her favourite tree to sniff for other dogs, and I do know that she does eat the acorns here, or attempt to, but she's been so persistent in asking to stop and go to the toilet that I did give her one more attempt here, albeit unsuccessful. So she picks up a nice speed after this and goes back to her normal speed, and I thought, oh yeah, this is great, we're getting somewhere. But what I didn't know at the time, that I do know later, is that she was actually unwell and ended up going to the vet and staying there for a couple of days. There was no way for me to know this other than her not wanting to work. Her nose was wet, she wasn't showing any of the signs of anxiety, she was eating and drinking normally, she was just not wanting to walk very far. But what interested me more was what she does at this road coming up, and this is very, very out of character for her. So we go up to the road as normal, stop, listen for cars, and then I say forward and expect her to go. But what she does is takes a few paces out into the road, looks across the road, and then turns me round, and I have absolutely no idea why. On reviewing the video, there's no obvious reason either. So I take her back and we will do this again, and this time she actually hesitates but then crosses the road perfectly. So what I didn't know at this time, as I said earlier, was that she was actually quite unwell, and the next day she was at the vet with some gastro issues. But she's looking back and across the road, so I turned around there to see what I could see and then got her to keep on going. The rest of this trip, she was perfect. Once we go past the red car, she actually speeds up. So she's going pretty slowly here and then speeds up, and we get to our destination. She came home absolutely no problem, and then was okay for the rest of the day. So it's a lesson for me in trusting my guide dog. So I trusted her that she wanted to go to the bathroom, and I trusted her in that she turned me around and took me back off the road. It could have been something that may have been a danger to me. So I do trust in her, and she trusts in me, and you can see that working both ways in this video. The lesson I learned is to trust my instincts with her, and to trust her, because she was actually unwell. She had some diarrhea later on this day, and then carried on for the next few days. So trusting her and trusting myself, I think, are the important lessons here. Not forcing her to do something that she doesn't really want to do. And some days this is quite a fine line. One of the things that you probably can't see in this video is how gentle and supportive I am with, instead of getting angry. I believe that the supportive stance actually makes it easier for the dog to know that they're doing a good job. If I were to get angry and force her to do something, it could either make her not want to work or not want to let me know when there is something wrong, and I don't want either of those. As I said earlier, it's a relationship based on trust. If you'd like to support us, please like and follow, then share this video.